Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Minecraft command video. And a few of you may or may not recognize this place. This wasteland of broken dreams and dead donkeys at one time was a happy place, with very little fire, no netherrack, no coal, no weird worm formations in the sky. But there's only one similarity. Can you tell? That sand formation behind me and the weird slime block diamond glass thing over here that I have no idea why I created it. Oh yeah, because I respawn in the sky when I die. But yes, this is the Thunderstick world, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to become Herobrine. And my skin is already sort of Herobrine-y, but it's not the perfect thing, so let me just change my character to this Herobrine character I created. All you have to do to create a Herobrine character is just get the default Steve character, go over to eyes in the character creator. Don't do anything special. If it ever loads, you can just select color, make sure it's on iris, and then just select this white all the way in the corner here. And then you're Steve with white eyes. Boom, Herobrine. But yes, you may be wondering, how did all of this happen? Well, it started with about 13 command blocks, and then changed into 25 command blocks-ish, I'm estimating. But yes, look at all the stuff I can do. And that's just one thing I can do. So stay tuned to see more. And I am back, and we are going to see what else this can do. And after I mess around with this a little bit, I will be showing you how to actually build this. So if you don't want to see everything that it does or any modifications I've made, I will put a timestamp in the description to get straight to the tutorial part. Boom! Boom. Ha ha ha. And this bow can even break bedrock. Yes, I'm not that good with terraforming, so... oh yeah, I killed the horse. And the sheep. And everything else. Yeah, at this point I've given up on patching up the landscape because of this bow, mostly. It's mostly because of this bow that you don't see many diamonds in the ground anymore. And yes, what you saw is this is actually, if you can hear me over the lightning, this is actually inspired by EY Stream's Scary Survival series. There was like this weird matter gem that he threw, like weird blocks falling behind it, and also there was fire and lightning, so yeah, I just did that. Oh, and the fire also consumes the coal eventually, so it leaves no evidence over time with enough time. Yep. And yes, this bow, it doesn't have any special enchantments on it. Well, it does. It has power 5 and infinity on it, so that I don't have to carry a million arrows. And wow, a witch. It's the first time I've seen one of those in, like, forever. And if you watched my original video, which you should really do, and I'll have it linked in the description, these things weren't possible before, but with the modifications I made to the original command, witches are finally possible, and so are villagers that aren't bombs. What does this do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, who am I kidding? If it did nothing, it wouldn't be on here and it would be boring. And I don't do boring. And I can't get up. Well, I can always go fishing. That's embarrassing. I forgot to test this. Always test your machines. Let's see. Yeah, okay, let's try that again. Ha! Goodbye, Tim. Yeah, the command now leaves witches behind. So sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to fix that in a minute. I have a simple fix for that. But after I show yes, I leave netherrack in my path. It's perfect for leaving fire behind me. Which are completely useless because you get tons of the snowball so that you don't run out of snowballs. You make it so that it gives you snowballs, but it fills your entire inventory with snowballs. Yeah, entirely useless. Well, this many snowballs are entirely useless, not snowballs in general. They're quite useful, as you can see. Yeah, just clear out my hotbar. If you're messing around with the commands, you don't want to be holding any of the items. So, first of all, let's get down to the changes I made to the original command structure. And then we'll get into the actual thing. Okay, if I don't show you a command, it's exactly the same, okay? Yes, villagers are now possible as well as witches, as well as witches. Yes, execute your player name, / summon villager, Tim. I just chose Tim. That can be anything you want. / to / and then over here, it's just take all of the commands, but anywhere that it mentions village, you can pause the video if you want. I'm going to open up all the command blocks. Just add name equals Tim wherever villager. Just add comma, name equals Tim inside the square bracket wherever it mentions villager. Yeah, you can just pause the video if you like. Hold on, I just need to make a last-minute modification to this. I did not do enough preparations. There, and change that to unconditional. Okay, and also, hold on, let me just get through this first. Yep, that. And if you don't understand what this is doing, watch my original video. I explain much better what exactly is happening. And you want repeating, unconditional. All of these need to be always active. Repeating, unconditional, chain conditional, chain conditional, chain unconditional, chain conditional, chain unconditional, chain unconditional, chain unconditional, chain conditional, chain conditional. And yep, that is all the modifications of that. Hold on. I should not be testing this while I'm making the video, but whatever. Yep, it kills the witch. But a regular witch is actually possible. Hold on, just give me a second. With my previous design, a ordinary witch and an ordinary villager were both impossible because of the way the command worked. But now that I figured out how to spawn a villager with a custom name, and by the way, no one gets a shout out because no one gave me any suggestions. So, sorry. That's besides the point. I cannot find the stinking witch. Where? Witch. You see, a regular villager is possible, whereas, that villager is named Tim. This villager would have, whoa. Okay. What just happened there? That was you know what? Never mind. But yes, these villagers are completely unaffected, as is this witch. Why won't this witch die? Finally. Oh, great. Now you kill that witch too. It would be easier to just whack you with a fishing rod, I think. Get in the void hole. Bye. Okay, yes, that is the Thunderstick. That's all the commands for the Thunderstick. And now for the Herobrine Swords. These I all made up on my own completely. Actually, no, let's start with the bow. This is not a new concept by any means. Not a new concept by any means, bows with arrows that explode. But yes, and this will affect all arrows, so, sorry. But yes, there's nothing that I can do about that. If you please let me know in the comments if there's anything to do about that. / execute all entities type equals arrow ~= /fill ~= 1 ~= 1 ~1 -1 -1 -1 air. And that just makes it so that it tests if there's air around it, and makes it possible to destroy obsidian and bedrock with this, and anything else that would normally be blast immune. Now, execute all entities type equals arrows ~ summon ender crystal * and since it happens right where the arrow is, the arrow will almost always destroy the ender crystal. And you are completely invincible with this next part. And before, explosions wouldn't kill arrows, so I don't know why it does now, but now explosions actually destroy arrows. Maybe it's because it's an ender crystal, the arrow gets destroyed when it breaks the ender crystal. Now for the snowball. Oh, and make sure you have all of this inside a ticking area. In my last video, I give the command in the description for how to add a ticking area. You might have to add a few extra ticking areas, because if you don't, you can compact this much better than I have. I was just brainstorming and did everything separately. But But yes, slash execute all entities type equals snowball, squiggly squiggly squiggly, slash set block, caret caret caret, -3, coal block, coal underscore block. And then, when that happens, I have a conditional, chain always active command coming out of that. Oh yeah, and this is of course a conditional chain always active command. This is a unconditional repeat always active command. BS the chain conditional always active command. Give your player name Snowball. That's why I get all the snowballs, because I want to make it so you have infinite snowballs, but then you have too many snowballs. And then over here it's execute all entities type equals snowball, summon lightning bolt. Yeah, and because of the way it works in survival mode, when you get way too many items, when you receive an item in survival mode and you have too many, it'll throw it out of your inventory. But you see, that item didn't actually appear. Like if I throw this, it just shows up there, you see? But this, it disappears. Yeah, never mind. Yes, this kill all entities type equals item name equals snowball. That kills all the extra snowballs, so that when you throw a snowball, it just vanishes. That's not because it's landing in the fire, that's because it's getting disintegrated. And now for the swords. These, I designed these a long time ago, long before I had a YouTube channel, so I'm glad I'm finally getting to showcase them, along with a bunch of better stuff. And it sort of seems like a chart of some sort. So, enchant Linky, well, whatever your player name is, sharpness. This is so that you can have multiple of these. It's different enchantments for each one. And that's repeat, always active, unconditional. Then all of these are chain, always active, conditional. All of these green ones with like the little divot in them, that means it's conditional, the divot, and the color determines what kind of command block it is. I don't know that there's any distinguishable way to tell that they're always active, but every command block here is always active. So here it's execute your name, where you are, tilde tilde tilde, slash fill tilde 1 tilde -1 tilde 1 tilde -1 tilde -1 tilde -1 netherrack. You can also do magma block if you want, but I chose netherrack because it's more like scary. Please don't hate me. Slash execute Linky Boy right where you are, slash summon lightning bolts. That makes it so that like the lightning gets called down on you. If I say Linky Boy, that's just whatever your player name is. Slash effect your name, instant health 255 255. Slash effect your name, fire resistance 255 255. Slash effect your name, saturation 255 255. This basically makes you invincible. So yeah, enchant your name, smite. Slash execute your name, tilde tilde tilde, summon lightning bolt. Slash effect you, instant health 255 255. Effect fire resistance 255 255. Enchant your name, Bane of Arthropods. Slash execute your name, tilde tilde tilde, slash fill negative tilde -2 tilde tilde -2 tilde 2 tilde 2 tilde 2 air. And those are the 3 different swords, so that when you hold them in your hand, you get different effects depending on which enchantment. You want to enchant these before you build it, like enchant these using a enchantment book and and anvil before you do this, or use an enchanting table, but who has time for that? But yes, I have Bane of Arthropods on this one, Smite on this one, and Sharpness on this one. The Bane of Arthropods one, of course, like, clears a path for me. My, Smite one summons lightning on me and makes me invincible. And the Sharpness one summons lightning on me and puts netherrack in my path. I made them all enchanted swords so that it doesn't look like you're swapping weapons when you're changing what you can do. And I have a very particular inventory setup with this that can be very helpful. But yes, that is everything. I've covered the 3 swords, the fishing rod, the bow, and the snowballs. I don't know why I have eggs in here. Yes, I just make sure all of this is in a ticking area, and cover all of it in sand or dirt. Because a lot of the stuff can destroy blocks, and you don't want to destroy everything, so just cover it all up and go as far away as you can and never return after you've made the ticking area commands. You know, dirt is probably easier, or maybe not. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave and never come back. But yes, my inventory setup is snowballs over here, bow over here, smite next to the snowball, sharpness next to the smite, then fishing rod, Bane of Arthropods, and then fill the rest with more snowballs. Or whatever item you want. Any, like, non-special item. And I know that sort of defeats the purpose of the whole not looking like you change items, but I still have these two together, so that you have just the regular, you can, like, make a pathway, but should you, for some reason, want to get down off of your path, you can just switch to this. And the lightning does actually get a bit faster when you do this. And yes, I quickly swapped like that, so that it would look like the lightning didn't stop, because with this, the lightning stops if you don't move. It only keeps the lightning if you're moving, so by doing this, I have nothing, I have no netherrack under me, but I want netherrack, so I just quickly swap to that and swap back so that there's netherrack, and I'm holding still, and there's still lightning! And, the Thor snowballs are a pretty popular thing. Well, as far as I know. I don't really know that much, so. And the bow, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that. Except you really don't, because you're basically invincible, even in survival mode. Just gotta swap to survival mode, and I'm in survival mode. Just grab one of these 2 swords, preferably this one, because it has the saturation effect as well. So you're basically invincible now. You can even survive the void. There's no escaping. You have to wait 255 seconds-ish. That's because of the instant health effect. Normally it only lasts for like 0.0 seconds. Yeah, you're kind of stuck here. The instant health, it basically keeps regenerating you so fast that the game doesn't even realize that you took damage in the first place. Yep. Get me out of here! Oh, and you can actually run out of snowballs when you're in the void. So there's that. Oh, and I would also recommend swords, and hopefully still having access to commands. I'm just walking at the bottom of the void, seriously. I tried doing this in Java Edition one time, it did not work. This is actually really cool, it's like a weird ceiling. If only you could place blocks in the void. Hey Mojang, make us able to place blocks in the void. That way I can get out using this... Oh, I touched the sword again. Well, yeah, that's about all I have time for today, so... Yep, Herobrine in Minecraft. You are Herobrine, so you can prank your friends, and I even taught you how to make a Herobrine skin super easily, so... That's all from me for now, and goodbye.